Hi guys, welcome to Reflections on the Prayer Recollection.
Turn the hands.
You say I'm Martha.
Oh, Martha.
I'm Martha.
I'm Martha.
You said, oh Martha.
I just said it wrong.
Okay, welcome to Reflections on the Prayer Recollection. Today, we're reflecting on John 11:45 through 57.
That's the verse.
What?
You said the actual real verses.
Yeah.
Are you tired? You seem tired.
I am tired. Lazarus.
Everyone just have a relaxing time.
Oh, really?
You know what you need? She needs. Where's the camera?
On the other side.
Meditation.
Synergy blend.
It's a synergy blend. That's kind of a gift for sure.
Let's breathe. You want to...
Goes deeply into you. That's what it is. Okay. This is enough boringness.
I feel a little better now.
Good. You better just keep this handy, and then when you get tired...
Lazarus was just raised from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
How's that for boring?
That was not boring. That was... wow.
And Hippie hopped out of there, wrapped in his grave clothes. Stiff like a mummy.
Mm-hmm. He was a mummy.
He was a mummy. The first living mummy. The first mummy that ever walked.
Yeah. That's true.
Lazarus, the first mummy.
Yeah.
That we know of. We haven't read the whole Bible yet. Maybe there was another mummy before him. Oh, I guess probably. Well, no. Well, maybe people were accidentally buried before they were dead, but I don't know how they would have gotten out of their graves.
Right.
So maybe he wasn't the first mummy.
We don't know about that.
Okay. So he just got free from his grave.
Okay, we ready for reading?
Yes.
Alright. Many of the people who were with Mary believed in Jesus when they saw this happen. Yeah, this was a big one. This was his crowning...
That makes sense.
His crowning miracle.
Was it?
Yeah. And his crowning I am. When
his
he
crowning
said,
joy.
When he said, I am... Maybe it was his crowning I am. I am the resurrection. I am resurrection. I am life.
Someday, if our YouTube channel ever gets monetized, we should get lav mics.
Michael has lav mics. You guys.
We should look into some. Y'all we're gonna have to invest in the editing budget if you want somebody to put this all together.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, put it all together. See?
You're free.
I know. For now. That's why we don't have lav mics.
We do.
Maybe next time, guys, our quality is improving. Then maybe people will subscribe. Maybe we need lav mics first. You'll finally be able to hear what I'm saying.
That'd be so good.
I know. That's why
I'm getting it now. I'm getting it now.
That's why I said.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We'll look into it.
Okay. Should we call Michael right now and ask for a lav mic?
Call him on the phone?
No, just on the Michael. Okay.
We did not do them this time.
Not do it. Okay. You need to just speak it up then.
I'll ask him.
But some went to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. Yeah, you heard right.
They snitched on him.
Mm-hmm. They went and tattled right away.
What, do you want to get him killed? Literally?
Must have. Then
maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't know the Pharisees were going to kill him. Because they probably weren't very telling the public about that.
Maybe they thought he needed to die.
They just want to raise a man from the dead.
Yeah, that's
Seems
true.
like they would just be wanting something where he's got.
Yeah, you'd think, right? Then the leading priests and Pharisees called the high council together.
We like to imagine that.
We like to imagine that. We're watching The Chosen.
Oh, we should show them our sweatshirts. We don't have one of them right now. We'll put a picture in.
You will.
I'll put a picture in.
They're so good.
They're so cute.
We're picturing, Nicodemus, if you watch The Chosen, and he's all like,
He's
fancy,
dressed up in his
special
clothes.
Yeah.
His special priestly clothes.
He's all dressed up, and we're picturing like a whole meeting of those kind of people, and they're like, we're going to meet tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, or tonight at 7 o'clock. Probably they didn't wait a whole day.
Getting all dressed up.
They're all getting in their fancy things with their wives helping them getting all right, and pick feet up.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? They asked each other. This man certainly performs many miraculous signs. If we allow him to go on like this,
soon everyone will believe in him.
It's ironic, isn't it?
If he keeps on performing miracles,
everyone's gonna believe
him. So we better stop him while we can.
And then it says, then the Roman army will come and destroy both our temple and our nation.
Martha's read the commentary. You explain this, Martha.
Right, because this was totally confusing to me. So the commentary said that if the Romans think that there actually is a Messiah, they would get all in a stir about that.
The Romans, not the Pharisees.
Not the Pharisees, the Romans, because...
So the people who have them under oppression?
Yes, they're oppressors. Because they would be worried that the Jewish people
would have an uprising.
Yeah.
He was a military leader.
Political insurrection.
Yeah.
So they didn't want that to happen. So the Jews were afraid that the Romans would try to squash them if they found out that they had a Messiah coming along. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, guys, listen to this part.
Except for the fact that why didn't they believe he was the Messiah if he can perform many miraculous signs?
Right.
You tell me.
And I mean, it's easy to look at them and be like, hey guys, come on, can't you see what's going on?
We can't see what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a statement about humanity that we can live with that sort of incongruity in our minds.
And do not question it.
And not even question it.
You're listening to
Screwtape Letters?
Screwtape Letters right now. It's so good. I forgot how good it was. I remember that it was good, but I just didn't realize how much I missed.
Oh man, and I'm sure I could listen. I bet I still haven't caught even half of it. This is our second time through.
I caught half of it, but I don't retain it.
Yeah, I get that. So what are you going to say about that?
He's just talking about all the different, lies and incongruities.
Mm-hmm.
And different ways you can get got by Satan.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Highly.
10 out of 10. Would listen again.
2 thumbs up.
If I had 3 thumbs.
She's giving it 3 thumbs up.
You need to get your arm lower.
Lower? Oh, so they can't see my arm.
And the thumb higher. See, 3 thumbs.
That's pretty good. One of your thumbs is a little more orange than the other 2.
I had a spray tan accident.
I don't use spray tan. This is carrots, people. And sweet potatoes.
Carrots, people.
Caiaphas. I used to use spray tan, but I don't now. I don't anymore.
Once.
Once?
In her youth.
Well, more than once. For a period of my youth. My young adulthood. Caiaphas, who was high priest at the time...
We hope we see Caiaphas in the show.
Yeah, okay, get this. This is what he said.
We hope he shows up.
Said, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't realize that it's better for you...
He's the only one who's allowed to say that to the other Pharisees, because he's the opposite.
Right, that's true. You don't realize that it's better for you that one man should die for the people than for the whole nation to be destroyed.
Dude, are you getting that? Do you guys remember what happens next?
He thinks he's talking about what the Romans are going to do to them. But he's really prophesying reality. I mean, that's a little spoiler. I'm sorry, but listen.
Martha always spoils
I spoiled this last time, too.
She spoiled it for me and Chloe.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, we still love you. I had already spoiled it for myself.
You peeked. She's a peeker.
I didn't mean to peek. It just happened.
She's an accidental peeker.
Yeah, I don't go looking for it. It goes looking for me.
Okay, here's what it says, though, that I already spoiled. He did not say this on his own. As high priest at that time, he was led to prophesy that Jesus would die for the entire nation.
God made him say that.
I love that. I love that God, uses his own thought, and it comes out as a prophecy for Jesus. That is just so cool, you guys. And it's just so cool how much
Big
bigger
brain.
God is than, humanity.
Yes.
He
led him to say that.
He led him to say that. And he just
says that in the text.
Yeah.
He led him
It's also
to
interesting that it says he led him to prophesy because he was the high priest. I think that must have been a role of the high priest.
Because he's the only one who can say, you don't know what you're talking about, to the other Pharisees.
Right? But it could have been a high priest role that the high priest was supposed to prophesy. Yeah. Be prophetic. And not only, and then listen to what the Bible says here. And not only for that nation, but to bring together and unite all the children of God scattered around the world. You want to ask about that?
So does that mean that people who are not Christian are brought to heaven?
Or
I always wondered about Native Americans, because a lot of them died, and some places we tried to Christianize, but a lot of them probably died before they even learned about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But they did. We read a little bit of Native American literature in our English class last year, and they did seem to have things that were similar to Bible stories,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess they might have taken them over with them when they crossed the Great Ice Bridge.
Hmm.
And they came from the original.
Where'd they come from? Asia?
I guess
Middle East?
wherever Adam and Eve were, wherever all their descendants spread out to.
I think that the Garden of Eden was in Turkey.
So they had to come from somewhere there.
But I think most of the biblical history would be in the Middle East.
Right. So, I wonder if that's what happened and it just got warped. Or maybe our version's the warped one, I don't know. Anyway, it just makes you wonder what happened to all of them. Because some of their stuff kind of seems like they were also waiting for a Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
But they had more animals in their stories. In the one I read, I think it was a wolf.
Oh. So, if you have thoughts, leave them in the comments.
If you have read a lot of Native American literature and you have thoughts on that, or even if you haven't.
And thoughts on this whole concept, because, this could mean, we're
unite
asking
the children of God scattered around the world.
That maybe these are the people who will become children of God, that he's not looking at it in a linear time fashion, but they are children of God in that's who they're going to become.
John said that, and we know how John feels
what did John
about
say?
time. Oh. John wrote that down.
Yes,
so
right. This
it's
is
not a quote. John thinking of John.
Yes, that's John's thinking. What do we know about what John thinks about time?
In the beginning, the Word was God, and the Word was with God. About how he knows that Jesus is outside of time.
Yes, that's a good point.
So
from that time on, the Jewish leaders began to plot Jesus' death. As a result, Jesus stopped his public ministry among the people and left Jerusalem. He went to a place near the wilderness in the village of Ephraim and stayed there with his disciples. Village of Ephraim. Wasn't that one of Joseph's sons? Manasseh and Ephraim. We were reading about Joseph. In Genesis. 40.
Not Joseph.
Not Mary and Joseph. The Joseph. Yes, of Genesis.
Joseph thrown down the well, sold slavery.
Coat of many colors.
Had many dreams of ruling his brothers, Joseph.
Yes.
I think
anyway,
you're right.
Ephraim. I think that's
funny.
Ephraim's name.
I think that's Ephraim.
I think it's Ephraim's name.
It might just be a common name, or
could be. That
it
could
might be
too.
named after Ephraim. Who's to say?
Yeah.
Someone probably knows.
So the commentary said that the village of Ephraim is somewhere that was far enough away that the Pharisees wouldn't come bother him, but close enough that he could still be near Jerusalem at Passover. Wouldn't have to be far, far away for a long journey.
Spoil it?
That maybe. But I think, yeah. Moving right along, as my dad would say, it was now almost time for the... Have you heard him say that? When he's
No, I've
preaching?
heard you say that.
Oh, yeah, that's my dad's line. It's his tagline.
Funny.
It was now almost time for the Jewish Passover celebration, and many people from all over the country arrived in Jerusalem several days early so they could go through the purification ceremony before Passover began. So, now, here comes my favorite verse. It's a little unassuming, but it's really cool. They kept looking for Jesus, but as they stood around the temple, they said to each other, "What do you think? He won't come for Passover, will he?"
Okay, before we talk about Martha's favorite verse, I like to imagine them standing around the temple.
Yeah, I do too.
Trying to keep watch on all sides.
I don't know why I went across my arms when I'm imitating that image.
Just because it...
Yeah, because they're huffy.
Anyway, I like to imagine them
Yeah, I do too. That's good.
standing around, looking around. I feel like we can't miss anything.
There's only one more verse left, so I think I'm going to read that and then I'll come back and talk about verse 56 a little more. How does that sound? Meanwhile, the leading priests and you need some more meditation smell. Meanwhile, the leading priests and
we
Pharisees.
need the energy.
Yeah, we do. Do I have that?
I don't know.
I know I have joy.
We need an energy version of this.
The
This
leading
is
priests
synergy.
and Pharisees had publicly ordered that anyone seeing Jesus must report it immediately so they could arrest him.
I like that it says seeing Jesus, like they romantically seeing him. Like,
oh
it
yeah,
doesn't
like
say-
dating?
Yeah, it doesn't say like anyone who has seen Jesus or anyone who saw Jesus.
Right.
Anyone seeing
Seeing Jesus, like they're dating.
Ooh, even seeing Jesus.
Oh, I'm yawning. I better have some more meditation.
Maybe it's my energy.
That was a delayed reaction, if so. So you see here that they've stepped it up a little bit. That they were talking about when it says that they now begin to plot his death. It seems like this was part of their plot, is that they basically set up a trap in Jerusalem, like putting up wanted
If he showed
posters.
up for Passover, they would come and catch him.
It would be unavoidable that he would get reported right away because they told everyone they had to report him if they saw him. So
if they were seeing him.
If they were seeing him. So now on this one, let's look at 56 again. They kept looking for Jesus, but as they stood around in the temple, they said to each other, "What do you think? He won't come for Passover, will he?" And I think it's kind of talk about John's theme about earthly things.
Just that earthly things don't really matter, and heavenly things are what you really need.
Yeah. And so it seems like
maybe meditation is making me more tired.
You better try frankincense.
Oh, I don't like frankincense.
Okay, don't try it.
Bring meditation back.
Okay,
I
meditation's
like
coming back. So it seems like the earthly perspective here is that
these are essential oils. Did we say that yet?
Tell them about the earthly perspective here. What do you think? He won't come for Passover, will he?
Okay, so basically the earthly perspective is that he wouldn't want to come. He would die if he came. He wouldn't want to die, and he's scared, and he's not coming because he's a coward and he runs away.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is, they think he's not coming to save his own skin, but really he is coming because he's not a coward, and he's gonna save everybody else's skin.
Right. Right. So that's
eternally.
Yes. No, not even just humanly speaking.
They're like, God, we gotta get rid of him, trying to stamp him out, and then they finally do, and then he comes back. We killed you! And then he leaves again on his own terms.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So, when they say, what do you think he won't come for Passover, will he? I think this is how we were talking about the lies that Satan has us believe. That Satan has them believing that Jesus is restricted by fear, and controlled by, not wanting to die.
I think that he's like them.
Yeah, they think he's like them, right? They don't understand that he's totally different.
Then he gets scared.
But what's interesting to me is...
He does get scared. He just does it anyway.
Yeah.
He's not controlled by
I don't know if he's scared or not. Well, he is scared of being separated from God. So then...
he was crying so hard. And
yeah.
He,
spoilers.
Woke up the weeper. He didn't know anything.
Oh, that. Yeah.
In the Garden of Gethsemane.
Yeah, that's right. So, I think that it's interesting because... I'm really trying to make my main point here. It's interesting that it says
I just wanted to mention that.
He won't come for Passover, and he is the Passover lamb. Like, I think the whole reason that Israel had a Passover lamb was to prophesy about the coming of Jesus. And they're saying, oh, he's not going to come for Passover. He is Passover! Of course he's coming! He's the whole thing!
Well, even if he didn't come, he would still be Passover.
True.
If it didn't happen on Passover.
That's true. If it didn't happen on Passover, he still would be the Passover lamb. So, so I've been thinking about this a little bit in my own life, and about how when I am thinking about my own, like, efforts and the results of my life, that I'm kind of thinking on the human level, like they are. Like, he won't come for Passover, will he? This kind of restricted, small human level. And also
teeny brain.
Teeny brain and pride, though there's pride in that I'm into my efforts and I'm into my results. And that I get significance from those results.
Outsmarting the Pharisees.
So, and I think with him, with God, our actual meaning, this is the serious moment. The actual meaning comes from just being in his power and in his infinite intelligence and infinite goodness. So, so here's our meditation moment for today. I would invite you to take a moment and think about, where is it that your mind is small and thinking like, he won't come for Passover, will he? When God is thinking about, like, the Passover lamb. And what would your life be like if you were somehow able to let go of the human effort side of that and just totally get your meaning in living into God's power, God's outcomes, and it not being about you and your human restrictions at all. So I'm just going to pause and give you a minute to meditate on that.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Are you smelling the joy oils?
Yes, are we ready for joy?
I thought we were going to smell it after the vlog.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just going to smell it after
we can smell it right now.
Meditation
we can watch our
moment.
reaction. Oh, we can smell it first.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to think of what that makes me think of. There's a candy it makes me think of.
Oh, it's strong. Smarty thing?
No, it's a orange. It's like a creamsicle at first, and then there's like some candy from my childhood that it makes.
Starburst?
No.
Smell something. Starburst. Did you do that?
Mm-hmm. But there's something afterwards. Oh, maybe circus peanuts. At the end, after you're done smelling.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. That's too strong for me. It's too sweet. I like our meditation one better.
Joy.
Does
Okay.
it smell like joy? No, it smells like Starburst.
So, we had our meditation moment here. It was a beautiful moment.
Was it beautiful?
It was beautiful.
Except for the singing.
We had a singing moment. We
Did
sang.
it go well?
Yes.
Yes. We sang Pray to Jesus.
My Ebenezer. It's a song Anna wrote. It only has that line.
My Ebenezer is not part of the title.
Oh, that was the subtitle.
It's called Pray to Jesus. You've never heard of it. Maybe you have. If you've watched
our vlogs, you've probably heard it, not just heard of it.
Okay, let's sing our harmonies for them. We're writing a second part.
Okay.
Pray to Jesus, my Ebenezer.
Wait, we're supposed to go back to
You have to make that. You have to make that major chord.
you sing the harmony. We got it.
We did not get it.
Anyway, we love you all.
Oh, that's the end.
Yeah, do we have anything else?
I don't know, I just thought we were going to talk more.
I think I'm all done.
Martha's all tuckered out.
All done talking. So,
Bye, guys.
we love you. Praise you, Jesus.
Can we talk about random stuff for 1 second?
We love you, Jesus.
Oh, are we?
We're done, but we do have a random thought.
Look at my shirt. It says WCH students.
Can you read it?
Yeah, they can read it.
Perfect.
That stands for Willow Creek Huntley. It is not an edgy abbreviation of witch.
Mm-mm.
It's Willow Creek Huntley. I know you probably weren't thinking that, because I said WCH out loud. And after this, I'll maybe take a shower. Today was our first day of school.
It was. And we took Lizzie to college yesterday.
We took Lizzie to college yesterday. She's gone.
I've been worship dancing in her room today.
Aww. Martha's scared to turn off her lights.
I did it. I turned off her lights. But tell them why I was scared.
Because then Lizzie would never turn her lights off.
She left her lights on when we went to college. We went to drop her off in college in another state. She left her lights on in her bedroom in the basement.
Not really a surprise.
They're pretty much always on. Probably when she's asleep they're on, but I wouldn't know because I'm asleep for longer than she's asleep. Anyway, so I got home and her lights were still on, and I was like, oh, if I turn them off, they'll never still be on from when she left them on.
Actually, I think she sleeps a little bit. I think her lights are off.
They are off. It's true, they are off. We see them off in the morning when we get up. So anyway, but then today, I discovered that her room is a very good place for worship dancing.
Which we never knew before, because we never went in there.
I'm going to go dance in her room.
We're scared of her.
Lizzie, we love you. We're not really scared of you.
We're a little scared of
Maybe
you.
just a little.
She'll snarl at you if you go in her room without knocking.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So she has these really cool rope lights. So I turned off her overhead lights, and I turned on the rope lights. And it was a very good worship dance atmosphere.
She has a dead person map.
Yeah, from an estate sale. She does have that.
She has a map full of push pins where some dead person traveled to. She got at an estate sale.
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
It looks cool. It looks really cool.
And I think I might turn her room into my writing room.
My writing room?
No, my writing room.
My writing room is the bathroom. You know how they say you have a...
She writes with her thumbs.
I write with my thumbs on my phone. Anyway, not on my computer. Anyway, you know how they say your writing room, you should close the door and no one's allowed in?
Okay.
That's the bathroom.
That's the bathroom. It's true. That's a good point.
No one's allowed in?
Yeah.
That's the only place in this house that you can get some privacy. We only have like 4 rooms in our house. That's not true. But every room in our house feels like common property.
Yeah.
Except for the bathroom.
That's true. That's fair. So, that's what's going on with us. And,
tell us what's going on with you.
Tell us what's going on with you.
In the comments.
Lizzie, sending you our love, girl. We love you. We miss you, Lizzie. We love all the rest of you, too. God bless you all.
Even if you're not Lizzie, we still love you.
That's right. We praise you, Jesus.
We praise you, Jesus. Listen to the Screw Tape Letters, please.